Dios les bendiga, mi nombre es Juan Barreno y soy de la Iglesia de Dios de Jamaica, Queens, New York. El propósito o la razón del cual estamos haciendo este video es para poder contarles nuestra experiencia o testificar de lo que vivimos en el Winterfest Fall Fresh allá en Pensilvania, y espero que les guste.
Winterfest was a marvelous experience for me. I honestly needed to go. I desperately needed to go. It's from the beginning I wasn't planning on going because I just wasn't feeling it. And then no one was pushing me or anything. Eventually it came to the point where there were some of my peers that were telling me, please go, you need to go, or you don't know what's gonna be there, the experience, all of that. From there I started praying, and the day before the decision was made, I told myself, and I told God, I'm like, should I go? And I just got that relaxing motion as in, yes, you should go. So I ended up saying, yeah, I will go, and I don't regret it. The experience that I had was exceptionally nothing. I'm speechless, honestly, because it's a life-changing experience. It's something that I needed to go to hear and to feel once more in my life. Just talking to God. My life was impacted after that day, as in God told me something. I was praying, and during those prayers that I was making, he told me something that I needed to hear. I'm not gonna tell you guys specifically what it is, but I'm just telling you it was a challenge that I was going through in life. And I always felt uncomfortable. I was stressing over it. I was crying over it. But that day I prayed, God answered me immediately. And it was such an amazing feeling because I was like, okay, God, you're real. God, I can trust you. God, you can talk to me. I can talk to you. I shouldn't be ashamed of talking to God. And that's something I learned after Winterfest. And from now to then, I trust God more. I talk to him more at night. I pray. Now it just became a habit. I like it, praying to God, because you're talking to him. You're telling him how you feel, what your necessities are. I'm being thankful now for the food that I eat, for the family I have, for the friends that I have, for the life that I have. I always doubted in my life, but now I have no doubt in my life. I know I'm here for a reason.
My experience in Winterfest was really great. Feeling the Holy Spirit just like move within everyone. Like it wasn't just like some people. It was like everyone. People were running, jumping, and it was a really great experience to just see how the Spirit just moves so much, and like you can feel the change in the atmosphere once you entered the church. So yeah. This has impacted my life because when I came back home, I felt a lot more. I felt whole. Like I didn't feel empty like how I did before. And not saying that I don't feel empty, but I just kind of feel more complete. And I know it's a process that just gonna take a while. And I felt more content with like who I am, and just like what God has planned and whatever, and like knowing that I can work to build a relationship with him like stronger than it was before.
Bueno, mi experiencia fue que me pareció increíble todo, pues me impactó ver la gran cantidad de jóvenes que llegan a eso, y pues los mensajes muy buenos, todo bien predicado. Bueno, impactó porque, bueno, nunca había ido a algo como eso, y las predicaciones me gustó cómo ilustraron a David y al gigante, que ilustran que David es el gigante. Bueno, y eso sabe que espiritualmente hay un gigante en cada uno de nosotros. Y sí.
Fue una experiencia hermosa, me gusté muchísimo la presencia del Señor y fue una experiencia hermosa. Me instó a buscar más de la presencia de Dios, más de su Espíritu Santo, y la palabra que se predicó impactó mi vida grandemente.
My experience in Winterfest was a great experience. Always going to camp is a great thing. We always learn something new from the lessons and the preachers, and yeah, it was amazing overall. It impacted my life with all the preachers and all the lessons that were taught to us. For example, the giant that we have inside of us, like every situation we face or every problem we face, that's not a giant. The real giant is inside of us, and with the help of God, we could always overcome it. And I believe in that.
I can say it was a speechless experience because during one of the tunnels, the prayer tunnel at the end of the preaching, I was going through the tunnel, and as I was going through it, I was very nervous because I already knew that what was about to go on, which was the Holy Spirit. And for a long time, I feared it because of how I used to see it as a kid. I used to see it as a scary thing. But then, I started getting like the feel of the Holy Spirit, and as I'm going down, the preacher like touched me, and I started speaking in tongues, which I had never experienced before. So once I pass him, I pass on to another lady. She touches my chest, and I fell into the Holy Spirit. And it was an unexplainable feeling and like an experience that, it makes me want to experience it more. It makes me desire God more. It makes me want to understand more of his presence.
My experience in Winterfest was a blessing because I was able to be around our group, our age of group, and being around people our age, and being able to see that how God talks to us through music and through preaching. So we saw how God went through and touched us through the preaching, saying how we're a masterpiece that he created, and that he created us in his own way, giving us our own story, and that everybody has a different story. And I found that a blessing because I found something new about me that I didn't know. So yeah, it impacted my life because I was able to see that how everybody's different, and that nobody's the same. We have our own personality, and we have our differences. So I guess God uses that in his own way.
In Winterfest, it was a great experience. I like being around my age group, and the preaching really was it related to us a lot, and I feel like that was good. It made me realize how much if I apply myself to the Bible and to God, that it can really help me and with my problems and what I have to deal with. So.
Bueno, antes que nada quiero darle gracias al Señor porque fue una experiencia tan especial que algo que el Señor hace en cada evento, que cuando uno se toma la libertad de ir a compartir y a presenciar algo nuevo. Bueno, fue algo tan especial que vimos el mover del Señor, ver a tantos jóvenes reconociendo que hay un Dios que cada día en realidad se mueve de una manera tan especial y lo hace de una manera sobrenatural. Y hizo también que cada joven de las congregaciones se dispongan en tomarse la libertad, compartir y también tener una experiencia tan especial con Dios. Y el Señor vimos en este encuentro de que se movió de una manera tan especial, y pues a seguir buscando más del Señor.
My experience was that I felt like God was I felt like his presence was there, and I felt like he was right next to me. It impacted my life because I think I got more close to God, and I think that I got to know him more.
What can I say? Winterfest was an amazing experience where I got to see people of my age and people of my generation, see how the Holy Spirit impacted them, see how the Holy Spirit changed, the way and, their lives and everything. And it was just a wonderful experience that, I wish I could experience again, and I'm ready for next year because it was so good. I can't wait for next year. Well, I saw how the preachers talked about how, that really impacted me because, a lot of my friends are the ways that he described it. But like, I started to learn that, it's, it's a feeling that you should have in your life, and that, God is the only way, and yeah.
Mi experiencia de este año en Winterfest fue algo que realmente no se puede explicar. Cuando tú sientes algo con el espíritu encima de uno, es algo que nada más se siente. No hay palabras decirte, mira, esto se siente así, no se puede. Simplemente para poder entenderme, tú tienes que sentir lo mismo que yo para poder sentir lo que yo te puedo explicar. Pero son cosas que llegan, que no hay explicación para eso. Impactó de una manera donde a veces ponemos obstáculos, decir yo esto no lo puedo hacer, yo esto tengo miedo, temor, pero sí son cosas que llegan a la mente de uno, pero ha impactado de una manera que no hay obstáculo para seguir adelante en lo que venga, como líderes de jóvenes, adolescentes que vienen atrás de mí, atrás de uno, para poderles, que ellos vean un ejemplo bueno en cada uno de nosotros.
Una vez más, Dios les bendiga. Este fue nuestro pequeño videoclip que pudimos hacer, gracias a Dios, en donde pudimos testificar cada uno de nosotros nuestra experiencia que tuvimos en este Winterfest. Gracias a Alex de Jesús porque nos ha invitado, y yo les insto a cada uno de los jóvenes que quizás no pudieron asistir en este evento, que podamos asistir el próximo año o cada evento regional que haya, porque Dios tiene grandes cosas para cada uno de nosotros. Espero que les guste y que Dios les bendiga.
Juntos alabemos